This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 390, The Secret Marketing Tactics That Every Successful Brand Knows, by Margo Aaron of ThatSeemsImportant.com. And I'm Dan. I am your host here, reading to you every single day to help you optimize your business life. And we love to hear from you, including ideas for future shows. So if you have any topic requests for us, come visit oldpodcast.com. That's the word old, O-L-D, podcast.com. But let's get right to it now as we optimize your life. The Secret Marketing Tactics That Every Successful Brand Knows, by Margo Aaron of ThatSeemsImportant.com. Actionable tactics. That's what they tell you. More tactics. Whenever I give a talk, the conference organizers are like the tactics police. Actionable. We need actionable stuff here, okay? I love tactics too. I don't want to go learn about SEO and someone gives me a spiel on how I need to trust myself and my brand. I want to hear about H tags and backlinks and if all successful companies are actually deploying black hat stuff. I want the dirty deets on the tactics. I could Google it, but I'm not going to Google it. I'm lazy and busy, and so are you. Without tactics, speakers always feel like a tiny bit of a letdown. Like, yeah, that's all good and fine, but tell me the real stuff. You use a growth hacker? Dev guy? How'd that piece actually go viral? Like, for real? Bot traffic? Tell me! But here's the problem with that stuff. It doesn't actually matter. Unlike biology, where you legit need to know things you can't figure out on your own, marketing is intuitive. Or it should be, because you're dealing with people, human beings. And the good thing about humans is we work in patterns. Your job is to pay attention to the people and find the patterns. I get asked all the time about why I do or don't capitalize subject lines, what time of day is best for email, whether you should write, "Hi friend" or "Hello," and how long your content should be, why I used all caps on a button, how many seconds I wait until the pop-up goes up, which is why I started taking that stuff out of my talks. Yes, out. It's interesting to learn about the 9-word email or advanced tags and segmentation or the 1-2 punch approach. When you're sending a sales email, re-email only the people who opened the email later that day. Your sales will go up. Don't bother with the people who didn't open. They're busy. But none of those things are going to help you if you're not paying attention to the people, which you're not if you're asking questions about colors and fonts and tactics. If you're trying to optimize your website for conversions and you have no idea what your readers care about, you're never going to succeed. There's no magical formula for optimal number of pop-up seconds, exit intent behaviors, footer copy, and color schemes that's going to save you from not knowing your people. There are magical formulas that SaaS companies have, but they still don't matter if you don't put the right copy on there. And that requires, say it with me now, knowing your people. There's a human being on the other side of the computer. There is no market. There's a person with a husband and a dog and a mortgage and a bad hair day. And she really just wants to know when she can have her lunch break because these fluorescent lights are killing her. You know how human beings work because you are a human being. And we all care about the same stuff. We want to feel seen and understood. We want to belong. We don't want to do that much work. We're lazy, cognitively. We care a lot about the opinions of others. And we want to know all the time if other people have done it first and what do they think of it. The good news about persuasion and influence is that if you're paying attention, you can come to all these conclusions yourself. You can, and probably should, read up on the concepts, but it's okay if you don't. Like I said, this isn't biology or chemistry. It's people, and you should know people. Your favorite companies are doing this. I've been behind the scenes of many of them, and they all have the same traits. They have no brand voice guide, no templates or frameworks. What they have is a culture where they trust their employees to figure it out. They're allowed to play. I swear to you, I wish I was making this up because it made me pull my hair out when I first noticed it. But the companies that were suffering were always the ones trying to fit a mold for how they thought they were supposed to do this. The successful ones would borrow from different frameworks and were well-read on stuff, absolutely. But when it came to executing, they were basically like, what if we tried this? That'd be cool, right? And then tried it. They played. They tried stuff that might not work. They weren't afraid. And that's what's missing from these talks. Y'all are afraid, so afraid. Afraid of your boss, afraid of losing money, afraid of doing it wrong. But let me remind you, this is marketing and entrepreneurship. This isn't brain surgery. Let the surgeons worry about fear. The biggest mistake you make will harm your ego. No one's life is in danger. We have to stop being so scared of messing up. Post whatever you want on social media. Play with it. Write emails in whatever style you want. Play with it. Create ads that say whatever you want. Play with it. And then pay attention to what happens. If it doesn't work, change the strategy. That's the piece that's missing here. We get angry when we deploy a best practice or trust our gut and it doesn't work. Of course it's not going to work. You were just playing. Now play again. Play and play until something does work. The marketing genius you're looking for is not as sexy as you think. Clear trumps clever. Run the same ads repeatedly until they stop producing returns. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Talk to people like people. The end. This doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it's really not. It's just scary because of our bosses and our expectations for ourselves. Because it's not complicated. And because it's not complicated, we think it should be easy. They're not related. It's hard. It's hard to try things that don't work, to come day after day after day trying to blend the art with the quant, trying to justify to your superior why creative collateral will work for long-tail stuff she's trying to accomplish, but isn't hitting the sales goals. It's hard. It's hard, not complicated. And that's great news because you know how to handle hard. Same way you handle everything else. Bird by bird, buddy. Just take it bird by bird. You just listened to the post titled The Secret Marketing Tactics That Every Successful Brand Knows by Margo Aaron of thatseemsimportant.com. Now, if you have any kind of online presence, you should know already that compliance is non-negotiable. And thankfully, Lica makes the entire compliance process simple. Lica goes beyond integrations. Their platform connects to your everyday applications and applies actual human expertise to a robust software that powers your compliance. Lica easily connects to your applications and instantly creates tailored policies based on your business. Then, compliance experts guide you through automated workflows designed to help you conquer certifications like SOC 2, HIPAA, and GDPR. Lica is the only compliance platform that offers a true integrated audit solution. No more messy spreadsheets and miscellaneous audit documents. Their team of experts manage your audit from beginning to end with full progress tracking through the app. Lica's more than just a one-time solution. Maintain 100% confidence in your compliance program with custom monitors and alerts. Now, compliance has been a huge stressor for our team as the rules constantly change, and Lica takes away that pain. You have to see it for yourself. My Optimal Startup Daily listeners get 20% off when you join. Visit heylica.com/OSD to get that exclusive deal. That's HEYLAIKA.com/OSD to request a demo and get 20% off when you sign up with Lica. All right, I want to give a big thanks to Margo for letting us share her work today. Margo set about learning all that she could about persuasion, influence, direct response, copywriting, branding, and more. And eventually, she started her own business. But while she was making money, she still wasn't getting people to care. So she started writing about her experiences and eventually gained quite a following. Today, Margo's the co-host of the popular internet talk show Hillary and Margo Yell at Websites, and her own website, That Seems Important, was named one of the top 100 websites for writers. So come check it out. You can find it at thatseemsimportant.com, and I have that linked in this episode's description. But that is it for another edition of Optimal Startup Daily. I appreciate you being here with me today, as always, and have a great one. Keep on optimizing. And I'll be back again with you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.